Yay Media Group.
We up in here one more again. Another episode of the Perfect Pair Podcast. Rock Teasy is who I be.
And I'm Crystal, Rock T's better half.
Indeed, man. Thank you guys so much for allowing us to grace your radios, your telephones, and your
Rocky.
tablets.
Why?
Thank you guys for all the downloads and streams and all that, and continue to tell the story of how to have a perfect, non-perfect marriage.
Player.
There's a such thing because we are a living witness. What we talking about this week? What?
Okay. Oh, I thought you was going to say it. That's why. Should she get a pass? I knew it! Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, you know it's about shit. Okay. Okay. Should she get a pass? Is what I
kind of like the sound of this already because I know I'm going to have an opinion about it.
Right.
Do I know what you about to get ready to talk about?
I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, there was this couple, they had 2 kids while they were in high school.
Okay.
And nobody really thought that they would really last or whatever, even though they got married right out of high school.
They had 2 kids while they were still in high school.
In high school.
Golly.
Got married right after high school, and everybody's thinking like, this is not going to work. Well, lo and behold, it has worked.
They're still together.
Yeah, they still together.
Okay.
And now, they're in their 50s.
Okay,
hanging out. So now they're really trying to live their life. Well, like 40s, not 50s. I would say 40s.
Okay.
But anyway, so now they really trying to just live it up because they had to raise. Their kids are grown. So now they starting to go out and sometimes see their kids when they go out, and their kids kind of trying to tell them like, y'all need to chill out. They was like, man, we didn't get to do none of this. We
they're
trying
having some fun.
Right. And I think it's kind of cute that both of them want to do it together. Like, they're doing it together. It's not like one's out and the other one's not.
Okay.
Nothing like that. So now they're starting where they live, cannabis, weed is legal.
Okay.
So now they trying to dabble in that, and so, they started, taking some edibles here and there, and they like the feeling. They still new to it. They don't really know too much about what's going on. And so one day,
You can't even get it out.
I know. Okay, so one day, his homeboy had came over to the house. They was all hanging out, having drinks, and drinking a box wine. They still. So they had the box wine, and her husband don't drink.
Okay.
But he went ahead, he would take an edible or whatever, but he just didn't feel like it at the time. So when his homeboy was over there, she ended up drinking some wine and taking an edible. So it really kind of hit her, right? So she said
he hadn't taken anything yet.
No.
Okay.
I think he did have a drink of some wine because his friend was there and they were out there.
Okay.
Hanging out. So she said she left her husband and his friend out there.
Okay.
So she went to bed.
Right.
So she's in the bed or whatever. She hears some noise and she don't know, like, she's been asleep. She said she feels like she's been asleep for about
I think I know where this is going.
2 hours or something. So she's been asleep and she wakes up like, what is this that I'm hearing? Mm-hmm. And she kept hearing noises. And so at their house is pitch black.
Okay.
She goes in there and gets a hanger because she's trying to figure out what's going on. So she opens the door and it's still like pitch black. To me, I don't understand, why are you opening the door if you hear stuff and you scared?
Okay.
And you don't hear anything. So it's pitch black out there in the living room.
Right.
So she's thinking like, her husband is gone because it's pitch black. Him and his homeboy must have went out.
They went and did something, right?
Hang out, right?
Okay.
So then all of a sudden she hears a noise and she see a figure. So she just starts beating this person with this hanger because it's dark. She going to work. And then she heard a man talking about calling her name, telling her to call the police. She recognizes the voice. It's her husband. It's her husband.
Okay.
She beating the mess out of him. And then she stops like, oh, babe.
You You better say something.
No, she was like, then she realized it wasn't dark in the house. She's tripping on the weed.
Because she was high. Wait a minute. So she came out beating the crap out of her husband. And it ain't even dark.
It's not.
She's just high.
It's dim, but it's not pitch black because there's still a lamp in there.
Okay, so she's just high. Where's the friend? Where's his homie at?
His friend he didn't want to get in it because he didn't know if it was like a domestic violence. So he backed it up like,
what's going on?
He's like, hey. And then when they recognize the voice, she just starts laughing because she was like, I think I'm still high. I'm tripping.
Oh, wait, after you done beat my butt up?
Wait, no, he wants to call the cops on her and press charges. And I said...
Okay, how much injury did he...
It was like a wire hanger, too,
okay, did he get stitches? How bad was the beat down?
No, he was just mad because he said, you shouldn't be doing anything that make you trip that bad to beat on your husband. And he feels like since he was abused... And because he was abused by her, that he should be able to press charges on her. And she want to know, should she get a pass? I think yes.
Yeah, as long as, wasn't no bones broken, it wasn't no stitches given. It was an honest, she was high. He knew that she was high and she was drinking.
And I think he was embarrassed, too, because his friend started laughing. His friend instantly started laughing when they realized, and she realized.
You get a pass. But you ain't doing them drugs no more.
Well, I think what she messed up at, this is what I said. Where she messed up was when she put the alcohol with the edible. Like, I think a lot of people need to understand when you are taking a cannabis edible, do not mix it with alcohol, especially when you're new to it. Don't do that.
Okay,
like, you don't mix it.
So put yourself in his shoes. If that was the reasoning.
It had to be because she was tripping. She didn't realize. But how do you know
you put yourself in his shoes? How do I know that this is not going to happen again if you only eat the edible by itself without the drinking? How do I know you ain't going to snap?
First of all.
Again. And I don't want to know and test this thing to find out.
Well, we don't know. But what I do know is she
And how do we know it wasn't the strand, the type that was...
Right, but again, and that's something she has to learn.
And I don't want to be the one getting beat down every time as we learn in this situation.
Wait. First of all, she came out the bedroom because she heard something she didn't know.
But she was hearing some stuff because she was high. So obviously what was going on in her head wasn't what's happening in reality. From his perspective, you got to put yourself in his shoes. How do he know that?
But she should still get a pass. I don't know. I don't know how.
No, like I said, he can give her a pass for this first incident. But how do we know that she ain't gonna react like this next time, even if she don't drink? If it's just taking it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe don't do no drugs, like he said. But I definitely think she should get a pass.
Or do it with the straight jacket.
Right.
She said, I'm going to watch you to see how you respond to this. I'm going to put a straight jacket on your bad boy.
But I definitely think, I think she should get a pass. It's not that serious to be trying to press no charges on your wife. She's not an abuser anyway. You know she was under the influence. That's why she went to bed.
So can I tell you where I thought you were going with this story?
Where? I can only, because all the other stories be so ratchet and nasty. I got another one I could tell you about.
Here's where I thought the story was going. I thought when she went to bed, and him and the homie was out, hanging out, chilling, whatever. Maybe maybe he dozed off, and the homie went in there and had sex with her.
First of all the stories I've been hearing,
and she was so out of it, she thinking it was her husband. And when she woke up and realized that, wait a minute, that wasn't my husband, that was your friend that came in there and had sex with me.
Rocky,
should she get a pass? That's where I thought it was going. I was like, golly. Or here's where my mind went. Or she came out and him and the homie was
Rocky. You're so inappropriate.
I'm about to say, oh no.
But you know what? First of all the stories we've been hearing lately have been on some bullshit anyway. So I'm gonna tell y'all another bullshit story. Yes, on the she should get a pass, give her a pass. Let me tell y'all about another woman that has been married to her husband. I think now for 19 years.
Okay.
19 years. They have a total of 8 kids together. And he decided, I think about a couple of months ago or a month ago, maybe not even that. It could be some weeks that he don't want to do this no more. So he went and got him another girlfriend. And now the girlfriend is pregnant.
Ooh.
And now he is staying with the girlfriend and he is no longer in their household.
Oh, yeah, that's dirty. So
This woman, the mother of his 8 kids.
And how old are the kids now? I guess some are grown by now, obviously.
The oldest just turned 18.
Okay, so they all in the house
today.
Ooh.
And I'm not exaggerating. I'm being dead ass.
So they all in the house.
And she getting ready to go to college though.
Okay. So now you're down to 7 in the house.
And so, but the youngest they have is 1.
Ooh. So he said, deuces.
Do you hear? I don't want to do this no more.
So does he not want to be?
And now he got the baby mama with, he got a girlfriend that is pregnant.
With a baby. So he's doing it again. This was somebody else.
Okay, so that makes sense to me.
So so he doesn't want to do this anymore, meaning he don't want to be married to his current wife no more.
That's what it sounds like to me. But the point I want to make to her is like, can you tell me more about the husband and wife? Because she's lost so much weight. She's down to almost 100 pounds. Ooh. She is stressed. She can't work. She can't work. She says she can't work. She just, because she's crying all the time. She's canceling a lot of her appointments. And keep in mind, just FYI, the more I learned about this situation, the more I kind of just wanted to shake her real quick and snap her out of it. But I think I gave some really good advice.
What'd you tell her?
So, but I'm going to tell you all the rest that I know about this person.
Okay.
So come to find out, she is the breadwinner. She is the only person that brings money into the house.
Okay.
He do what he want.
So he don't even work?
No. On top of that, not only does he not work, he is abusing her physically and has a case on him currently right now for beating her down a few months ago. And he's mentally and emotionally abusive to her. And he gone, and I just looked at her like, she's sitting outside of after hour spots watching him be in that little shack of a club that they live behind.
Right.
And she's sitting there just watching him in that club like, I just want to go in there and tear her apart and tell him, this is my husband. He's mine. He's supposed to be here with me.
Hopefully she didn't do that.
She didn't. Thank God she didn't. I just don't think she had the strength to do it because she was crying so much.
Okay.
But she said, I don't have the strength to do it. I say, you need to do this one. This is what I need you to do. And I said, because you got a case on him. You are emotionally beat down. So I can't even go at you the way I really would go at you if you were mentally okay and a little mentally stable. But I'm going to still be real and honest with you and tell you how I feel and how I think about this situation. This man is beating on you. Oh, I didn't tell you this. So she got an Escalade, right? So they let her take it off the lot and they were trying to find her somebody to finance her.
Okay.
They couldn't find anybody to finance her. They ended up telling her to go ahead and just keep the car. We'll go ahead and do this for you so you can keep your car. Keep in mind, she hasn't barely been working, so she doesn't have a lot of money right now. She says, I'm broke. I said, but you got a $70,000 vehicle.
Come on.
It's a Cadillac Escalade. Let's just be exact.
Preach.
That for some reason, you got that car because you should have had to take that back to the dealership. There's no reason why they should still allow you to have it. I said, to me, in my mind, I don't know if you're spiritual, but I am. God is telling you something.
Mm-hmm. Come on now.
He's telling you going to be okay. He did that to you, 3 weeks ago? I said, so you now still have a stable, brand new Cadillac Escalade that you can drive around in. While this dude is over here in a child kidnap van driving over to his little girlfriend's house.
Right.
With a new baby. Without a job. He has beaten on you over and over. And I said, now, I'm almost positive you have prayed for him to stop beating on you. Where is he at now? He is in someone else's household. So God has removed him from your situation so you can stop getting beat on.
Preach.
You have prayed so you can feel better. You don't want him belittling you. You don't want him hit. You don't want the anger. You just want him to help. And if he's not going to help, then just leave. He left.
Silver lining. Come on with the silver lining.
I said, I need you. God is working. He's answering your prayers. But for some reason, you act like you can't see him. Now, you want to cry. I'm all for the tears. Because I had my other friend over here was telling me, man, stop crying. You can't do that. You got to toughen up. I said, no, I don't mind the tears. But we cry with a purpose.
Come on now, with a purpose.
We cry with a purpose. So as you crying, you take a step. You get up. It's okay to cry. It's okay that you got up and you got dressed and everything and you cried again. It's okay. Now you at work. And now you doing your job like you supposed to. And you might have to take a break to cry. It's okay. I said, eventually them tears, them crying sessions are going to get shorter and shorter and few far in between. And eventually you're no longer going to be crying because you're too busy working, getting stuff done. You have done this on your own. According to what you're telling me and from what I'm hearing and understanding, you've been doing this on your own for the past 15 years.
Preach.
You have raised all 8 of your kids. I said, you have 7 other human beings because you got an 18-year-old off to college right now. You have 7 other human beings that depend on you. You cannot fall. And us as women, I tell anybody this, us as women, we do not bend. I said we may bend, but we do not break.
Come on now. So let me first of all, that's what you just said.
Because she was emotionally, like, you can tell she was
the
down.
way you handled that. Like you could have been the girlfriend that was just like
how I usually be.
All this
how
stuff.
I be on a podcast. I know. You know I ain't doing that.
No, so to the homies and to the homie that did this, like, you know, if you decide that you're just not happy in the house no more, you don't want to be married to your wife because that's causing turmoil with the kids and the whole energy is off, and you say, you know what, I got to separate myself. It's one thing to separate from the marriage, but don't separate from the fatherhood piece.
At all.
And you got 8 kids, so you may have to, it may take a little bit more work to kind of keep everything together, but don't just leave and say, I can't take it no more. And then you go and start a whole nother family with somebody else.
A brand new baby, and you ain't even talk to your kids about.
And you ain't, see that? Come on, man, that's trifling. That's straight. That's garbage right there, man. So and most of your kids are old enough. They may not like it, but you can sit down and have a conversation with them and say, hey, you know, you and mom, hopefully, you have a conversation because you want the conversation to be the same. Mm-hmm. It can't be your version and then mom's version. And now some of the kids hate you. Some of the kids hate her. You know, and now the whole dynamic of the family goes crazy.
You can't talk to a man like that did that.
Yeah, the respect is gone, dog.
Yeah, like I'm about to say, he obviously ain't in his right mind. He ain't dealing with this stuff the right way. And there's 2 sides to every story, but how he handled the whole situation says a lot about him, one. And like my friend said, the other one gave her advice. She said, what you need to do is go ahead and drop all 8 of your kids off at the girlfriend house and be like, here's your weekend.
And why are you still hanging in the club?
Right.
You hanging in the club. That's one thing to go out to a nice bar, a nice restaurant, have a drink or two with you. But why are you hanging in a club?
In the after-hour spot.
After hours. Come on. And you got 8 kids at the crib. Like, come on, man. That's
after-hour spot and you still don't have a job.
Garbage. Shame on yourself, big dog. And like you said, I know there's 2 sides. Because if he told his story, it would probably be completely opposite of what we're talking about right now.
But nothing he would say would make sense because you're not there with your 8 kids. Message. So shut the hell up.
Come on.
So nothing he say will make sense to me. So I don't care.
Right. I'm with you when you're right.
I can't give him anything. So I really hope and pray this young lady. I even said a prayer for her last night too. But I really hope and pray that she finds strength in this because it's right before the holidays. Everything is just. It's sad.
Well,
it's
I will say this, man. You know, and you get a lot of emails. Like a lot of emails come in. People hit us up on our DMs and our social media about just asking questions about advice. Like and we share our advice off of what we would do if we were in this situation. So, you know,
I won't ever be in that situation ever.
But my point is, so we're not experts. We're experts in our relationship. Like, we know how to be the best versions of ourselves for us, and we just share our advice and our stories on how we would handle certain situations, and then you guys are welcome to use it and try it.
We say that all the time. We're not professionals. I'm just giving my opinion.
Right.
So, shit, I mean.
But that's a great opinion.
I don't care. I'm going to say my opinion regardless. So,
Come on, dog.
He raggedy, leave his ass.
I can't even disagree with that.
But I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas.
Showed up, baby.
I am like that.
Short and sweet, man.
Right?
Hey, man, we'll see y'all in the new year. And don't do New Year's resolutions. Don't do that. Don't waste your time saying, here's my New Year's resolution. Just commit to say, here's the areas of my life I want to improve. And you write that stuff down and then say, I'm going to do it. And then step by step, achieve those goals. Because all the resolution stuff, man, you know how I feel about that. Like,
I know.
3 weeks in, you already done gave up and stopped and quit because things ain't going right.
The resolution says the same thing as what you just said. Just some people just use it different.
Listen.
But whatever it is, resolutions, goals, lists, just stick to it. You'll be proud of yourself.
And don't say your wife's body is fluffy when she's talking about her hair.
Do you hear me? Bye.